Heyo everyone, Haku here with a quick theory and discussion on, there are a lot of people around there that are saying, I think that Pekoms is going to be the next Straw Hat, Pekoms for Straw Hat, but I am going to be putting out a completely opposite theory that I think Pekoms is still our enemy. I think he is still loyal to Big Mom. And I think we're going to see a lot of that. It's going to happen in the Whole Cake Island arc for sure. Now, I do think it's too early for us to be like fully fighting a Yonko's crew, but I could very much see us fighting Germa 66 and maybe Pekoms Crew as well. Now, the Whole Cake Island, for the Whole Cake Island stuff, the stealth mission, it's not going to work out. We're going to end up fighting at some point. And we also have to save Sanji and Caesar at some point during that. Because, of course, I think that either Caesar's going to break out and help save Sanji, or they're going to save Caesar and he helps them save Sanji afterward. Something like that. Sort of like the Frankie situation during Enia's lobby. Now, Pekoms does seem to be afraid of Big Mom, but he seems genuinely loyal and that he genuinely enjoys being part of that crew. I also don't think that we'll be allying with Big Mom. I think that we are going to just fight a couple people, get Sanji and Caesar, and run away. I can always be totally wrong, but I think that's the most realistic idea that I can think of. So, we find out that beyond being loyal, Pekoms is known as a delinquent on Zou. Doesn't seem many of the minks trust him very well. And they said that Pedro's the only one that can keep him in line, and that Pedro's going, and that's a reason why he's going, leads into why I think that Pekoms is going to play a part as maybe an antagonist in Whole Cake Island. A smaller, minor antagonist. Now, I think that Nami, Chopper, and Carrot, they will all be getting fights with maybe some important Germa 66 members or something like that. Brook will be getting a fight with an important Germa 66 member from his past. I think we'll find out about Brook's past with Germa 66, and that Brook will fight an important member of them that deals with that past. Beyond that, Luffy usually gets two big fights in an arc like this, I feel. So I could actually see Luffy fighting both Capone and maybe one of Sanji's brothers even. So Capone and Sanji's brother, that could be interesting. I could also see Sanji fighting one of his brothers, or Vito. I could see Sanji fighting Vito as well. Or I guess possibly even Nami or somebody could fight Vito, or Caesar. Now I think that Caesar, since I brought him up, is going to as well have a fight like Frankie did with Fukuro, have a fight against one of the antagonists, either an important member of Germa 66, maybe even Capone, or maybe even Capone. Now this leads into Pekoms, where the whole Pekoms thing comes in, and I think that Pekoms is going to be an enemy, and when he turns on Luffy, Pedro's going to have to keep him in check, and we're going to get a Pekoms versus Pedro fight. And that's going to be the part where, Pedro has to choose, is he going to be loyal to his brother Mink, his fellow Mink in Pekoms, even though Pekoms is allied with Big Mom, or is Pedro going to say, I'm going to ally with Luffy over my fellow Mink that I've known for probably a while, and that, I think, is going to be the big thing that puts him into new Straw Hat material, where we find out more about maybe his and Pekoms' past, and the past with Big Mom and Zou, and then Pedro's going to have to choose, I'm going to fight you and stop you from turning on Luffy. Maybe Pekoms decides to rat him out to Big Mom or something, and Pedro tries to stop him. But either way, that's my theory. I think that Pekoms is going to turn on Luffy. He's still loyal to Big Mom, and I think Pedro is going to be there to stop Pekoms from betraying them. And we're going to have a Pekoms versus Pedro fight. So that's the important part that I think that Pekoms and Pedro both play in Whole Cake Island. I know it's probably not a popular theory, but I hope you guys did enjoy. Hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Like if you did like it. Share it around if you feel like it. comment down there. Tell me what you think of the theory. I'm sure a bunch of you disagree and want Pekoms for ally, Pekoms for Straw Hat. Comment down there what you think, of course, what you think of my thoughts or the theory. Subscribe for more One Piece, Tower of God, The Walking Dead, and a bunch more, because I will be doing a bunch more. Beyond that, follow on Twitter if you want to. I will be tweeting out when I post a new video or if anything needs to be pushed back. Thank you all from the deepest of my bottoms, the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.